Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of HPL Game of the Week. Joining me alongside in the booth, I'm tripling over my words right now, is a man who needs no introduction, OKC in 5, aka Always Joker.
See, here you go. We haven't even loaded into the match, and we're already meat munching. Thank you.
Meat munching. Speaking of meat munching, we got a new look, but the same annoying little kid underneath the mask. It is DeJuan, U of L fan, whatever you want us to call you now, you are identifying by 40
My
names.
first name, DJ.
Your first name's DeJuan, but we'll call you DJ anyway. Okay, Joker. We got two teams coming out here today, Kansas State, Tennessee, both of them ranked in the top 10. Who do you think's going to get this one done?
I mean, I think we got to go with Kansas State, right? Just going to be really difficult for them to kind of get into this new rhythm with, on the road in Rocky Top, and obviously we'll see what Merklinker can do. Obviously got a big win last week against Texas, so just see if he can keep up the consistency.
This is a whole new animal, though. The number 2 Kansas State Wildcats marching up in here into Neyland trying to get the win. I do think it's going to be a little more difficult than most people will give Tennessee credit. I do think Kansas State's going to struggle, especially because the hot routing, at least until Kansas State can take the crowd out of the game, is going to be unavailable. So we'll see what they come up with here on their first offensive possession.
Yeah, who do you have winning this game?
I am going to take Kansas State. I really want to take Tennessee in an upset because it'd shake up the rankings as we see Blake Barnett back at QB. I thought he got benched, but the quick throw to Jackson out of the backfield, he's going to sprint towards the sideline, get a gain of 8. But I'm going to take Kansas State. I do think that they get the job done Avery Johnson Jr.'s subbing in.
Oh, right there, here we go.
His son has, did Avery Johnson have a kid when he was like 5?
I mean, it's game.
Joker.
Huh?
Bloody
Okay.
Drake fans. Anyway, um, yeah. So Avery Johnson Jr. subbing in. I mean, you could have named him like his cousin or or some relative, but his son. I don't know if I agree with that. Second 2, Johnson Jr. going to scramble, pull down after a first down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Kansas State gets the ball first. Not an easy stadium to just go out and kind of run your offense in. So see what this offense can do.
Inside zone gets a gain of 6. So Joe Jackson, the senior halfback out of Florida. He'll step out for this one. Game getting Elijah Johnson dropping back to throw again. He's got some pressure. Can he make a man miss? He can. He's got some wide open spaces to the sideline across the 50 down to the 37.
And that just cannot happen. I like to bring up this just cannot happen. You just can't
We
miss that user.
cannot.
That cannot happen if you're Ross on Avery Johnson there. Just cannot give that up. Does he throw it? Does he throw it wide open?
Wide open. Touchdown, Kansas State. That is, what's his last name? Spinley something or other.
Demps.
Spinley Demps. Left unmarked in the back of the end zone. And the Wildcats strike first.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting for me, like just to see how the mind games are with Electric. Well, that QB and Ross, just the ability for him to break those open tackles like that and be a real threat to get to the quarterback quickly.
Yeah, we'll go down to the sideline for DeJuan. What were you feeling? Did you feel the air kind of leave the stadium as they found the man in the back of the end zone? Oh, big sack.
Well, we just saw a sack, but yeah, I mean Kansas State. I mean their offense is crazy. I mean Tennessee fans are in for a real treat today.
Yeah. Well, especially with plays like that, you got to have the offense out here executing against Kansas State, because you don't know how many stops your defense is going to get. So McClinger, it's going to be handoff to Lewis. Lewis going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Now third and a country mile. They'd have to get all the way over to Gatlinburg to get this first down. As Peyton
Lewis, oh my
Lewis is
goodness,
shaken
wow.
up on the play.
And if you don't have depth at that position, it's going to be really difficult to try and see him make a big play.
McClinger, can he break a
Oh my
tackle?
God.
Had some space. Pulled down from behind after a gain of 11. I think the punt team will come out for the Vols.
Yeah, I think it's too early. You still kind of have the game script in your favor, considering you get the ball back at halftime. So, I mean, obviously, you don't want to give up a touchdown here since you're punting, but if you can go back down and get this ball and score some touchdowns, you'll be in a good spot.
Man pulled down at the 36. All right, well, Tennessee has got to get a grip. Um, this is exactly how Kansas State drew up the start of this game. We'll see what they come out in. They got trips to the right. Johnson Jr. dropping back to throw. Once again, he's got pressure.
Oh my God,
He's
these
got some
ankles,
time.
ankles! Just throw it away!
McLean, what do you got?
What do you
That was out of
got?
bounds there. Oh, man. Just electric-esque type plays that you can only really get if you're playing Kansas State. These long scrambles that turn into open receivers down the field. You got to try to limit those. Ross sheds his blocker. He's got a man. He
Oh, he
overthrows
missed
him.
him!
And now 3rd and 10. Good opportunity here for Tennessee to try to get some momentum back on their side. They can get the Wildcats off the field. The stadium is getting loud. Johnson struggling to make some changes.
Don't want to take too long.
Dropping
Blitz
back to
coming.
throw. Blitz coming to the
That's not
corner, and he overthrows it
okay.
again. And on 4th and 10, I think we see the punt team for Kansas State. So good job to stand tall for the Vols, and they give it right back to their offense.
Yeah, I mean, now you have a really good opportunity to kind of really take control of this game script in your own favor. Uh, you shown you got the good stop on defense, and we'll see what Tennessee can do.
Handoff goes to Robinson. Gets down 5. So yeah, Lewis is shaken up. I'm not sure what the injury report is for him, but Durrell Robinson, the senior out of Maryland, gets the carry there. So McLaren going to go 5 wide. Looking, got the crosser.
Got
That's
him.
Kahn.
Oh,
Breaks
he
a
stays
tackle.
up.
First down. And he gets a gain of... He gets it about a yard past the marker. So yeah, look for Tennessee to try to incorporate more 5 wide with Lewis out. I think that's the move. As McClinger scrambling around, pulled down after a gain of 1 by the left end. So on 2nd and 9. Need to get about 4 or 5 here. Dropping back to throw, looking to the running back,
Dangerous.
caught. Gain of 7, that makes it 3rd and short here.
Do you think we're in fourth down? I think we're in fourth down territory. We can't just keep
I think
punting this football.
if you don't lose yardage, I think you're in 4th down territory. But we lose yards, and then we gotta just take our losses. And it's a QB blast.
Gotta go down, gotta go
McClinger
down.
hit, brought down at the 44. Good job not to fumble there by the senior. And then Vols have it on the other side of the field, and they got a fresh set of downs. They're gonna come out 5 wide again. McClinger. He's going to scramble again.
Superman! That's not going to work.
Definitely tried to slide, and he had the dive animation. Luckily, he did not let go of the football, and they get a gain of 7. They're going to go with the inside zone. Robinson's got the first, pulled down at the 31, and that might bring us to an end at quarter number 1. So K-State with the lead, but Tennessee driving right now. As they're going to run up to the line. I don't think they're getting it off, no. All right, DeJuan, how does Tennessee finish this drive off?
I think they get it down to the red zone, but then they get held to 3 points.
Okay. Well, the fields have flips, and they're going to the other end zone now. Kansas State, they've been running a three-man front. Now they're running four. Merklinger. And there's the pressure. He's going to get up to the 28. But we talked about it. We talk about it all the time. The difference between a three-man and a four-man front can be big sometimes in terms of getting to the quarterback. So 2nd and 7. Klinger, another four-man. He's got a man wide open. That's Kahn breaking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yeah, the Tennessee QB has kind of done everything right so far on that drive. Definitely putting them in a position to be able to execute. You know, obviously the first half of that drive was kind of dipping and dunking, taking what the defense gave them with some scrambles, but good play to bust it open with a wide open play there.
Yeah, so that ball will not come out of the end zone.
And to me, obviously Tennessee has stopped them before, and I think this is going to be the type of drive that Kansas State will need to get that pressure back up.
Yeah. Johnson,
That's
a bad throw.
Oh my goodness!
And he swats it out of the air. That's Edwin Spillman over there to make the play.
Swatting that is not, I'm sorry, you have to user onto that and press triangle, get that pick. You're not going to get that opportunity often.
Johnson Jr. dropping back, scrambling.
He
might have the edge hit as he throws. And so another 3rd and long for this Wildcat offense. And I'm not talking about the thing that Sauce runs a lot either. I'm talking about the actual Wildcats.
Here we go.
3rd and 10. Oh, mass pass protection. Johnson has time, has some space, gonna stop and throw. He makes the catch. Spardley Dims on the other side of the 50.
And that's why I said that deflection. It's not easy at all to get electric 3 and out on 2 consecutive drives. So you gotta wonder for
Johnson
for
has some
game.
space. He will throw. He will make the grab. That's Hamilton. Another red bar throw finds his way into the hands of a Kansas State receiver. Johnson Jr. dropped back to throw. More pressure, more pressure. Avery Johnson Jr., what do you got? Throws it away.
And you're going to be put to the test every time you play Tennessee, especially if a guard has a good front line like that to break out. Just the games that you're going to have to play, you're going to have to be able to move quickly. If you can't get a throw off, you got to do something
Davis,
different.
Smart to go down there. Andre Davis makes his first scrub of the day, the senior from in-state over there in Kansas.
And here's your chance, right? Not third and long, but I think we're in 4th down territory. I mean, they're in the center of the field, but definitely an opportunity for Tennessee.
3rd and 5. Vols bring pressure to the running back. Can he break the tackle? Yes, he can. 4th and inches, just short. Yep, he's going for it. Does Tennessee take timeout, try to get reset, or do they let him run it? Looks like they're going to let him run it. And they're going to run the same play. The flat's wide open, so Sahara makes the catch down to the 8. I don't know. If I'm Tennessee there, I'd call a timeout and made him at least think about it. But that was probably the right move to go for it there. Oh, and the crosser's open. That's Spardley Dim's second touchdown of the day for Kansas State. The wide receiver having a big first half.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to that deflected pass way like a few minutes ago. You catch that interception, game script changes entirely. So didn't get that catch there, and then they scored a touchdown.
All right, now if you're Tennessee, this actually sets up really nicely for you if you score, because if you can score and go in the locker room tied, you get the ball back to start the second half. So the opportunity here to turn the game around if they can go for a 2-for-1. And the offense moved the ball very well last time out, so we'll see if they can continue to do that. as the defense, I don't think they're ready for this. Gonna make some adjustments. Load the line to the left. Inside zone. That was a good job to load the line to the left. Only get to gain a 2 on that play. Alright, my color commentary partners just died apparently.
Well, apparently I didn't. The draft is starting in 3 minutes. I can't stop it.
Oh, well, that's not good news for the 2K league, whose players are sitting in this game.
I guess I didn't expire the right timer. Okay.
So will we have to re-invite everybody to the league?
I mean, that's probably what I'll have to do.
Is this another ploy for the LA Lakers to get an earlier pick so they can rig the
Nah,
lottery?
everyone will just get the picks that they currently have.
What pick did I have?
We'll figure that out at the halftime break. So
Okay.
gain of 5 for Berkeley here.
Yeah, gain of 5 for Berkeley here. Sorry, our basketball coverage is coming into the football realm. So McClinger dropping back. Oh, he's got a man over the middle. Big hit. He hangs on. Matthews with a monster grab. And Tennessee flips the field on Kansas State as we head into the 2-minute warning. Just McClinger with 157. Split look. It will be inside zone. Good block, but the linebacker does a good job to get off of it to limit that gain to 4. Clock will start ticking now under a minute 50. Merklinger. Oh, pressure in his face. Throws it away. John Miles with a hard hit on the QB there, coming in unblocked. They just didn't mark him up at the line. And now 3rd and 6. Vols need this first down. Kansas State could really use this stop. Dropping back, Merklinger. Merklinger. Oh, he doesn't throw it. Merklinger has a hole. Diving to the 4. These are some very, very, very gutsy runs from Merklinger. It's the stuff you'd like to see. Shades of Nick Fitzgerald back in the day. Throwing the halfback flat. He's pulled into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they're an extra point away from tying the game.
Do you think he scored too quickly, though? I mean, a minute left.
Oh, my goodness. That was almost a block kick. 21 went through that line unmarked. But I do think he scored too quickly. But then again, what are you going to do? Right? You got to take what the defense gives you at the end of the day.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what did you do?
I just need to stop touching things, clearly.
Yeah, you just touching stuff, right?
Oh, I have it. Never mind. I have the draft order.
What's the draft order?
We're not going to talk about that on stream.
Joker.
We're getting a good grip. Johnson, what do you got? Breaking out again. Does he want to make that throw?
Does he throw? Does he run? He will be pulled down in bounds. And that'll force K-State to use a timeout.
Johnson, wide open.
Hamilton first down on the other side of the field.
And to me, if you're Kansas State, you have to be happy with at least a field goal. You do not get the ball at halftime, so you have to be okay with whatever the defense gives you.
Yep. The only way I can explain that one is that was the electric look that we have come to know to get that ball out. I thought for sure he was going down. Johnson, more pressure. This Kansas State offensive line coach is pulling his hair. Oh, my goodness. Spivey makes the grab down to the 6.
Oh. That was a red throw, and he was just booty. naked, wide. Oh my God! The ball wasn't even okay. You know what?
The electric luck that we have come to know. Quick
Caught touchdown.
right. That's another touchdown for Mr. Bradley Davis. His third of the half. Uh, woo. I would imagine that for most QBs in HPL, particularly mine, who likes to get hit as he throws and throws a pick six, that would have been intercepted or at least incomplete. But somehow this 70 overall freshman just threw a dime.
Ah, man, that's just kind of crazy.
That's
He
just
was
how the
hit as
game
he
works
threw. It was
sometimes.
perfect, and he caught it, and a red throw. I mean, everything. I mean, if you're Tennessee, you don't want to throw a pick here and let this get. Oh, and it looks like little lag,
Little internet
but
issues.
oh
He's
my
wide
God!
open! Alexander in a foot race pulled down at the 19!
Okay, now mindset changes. If you can get a touchdown, best case scenario, but you do not want to throw a pick. You have a field goal. No need to do anything crazy. Whatever
Quick
is
route,
open, he
hangs
held
on
on.
down to
First
the
and
8.
goal.
The Kansas State defense is soft as butter right now, giving up two back-to-back wide open plays. Now down to the 8. They're going to have to stiffen up here.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a run just to show
I
something
don't
different.
I don't think a run's coming. Merklinger tight
No! You
end!
cannot
Yeah. I mean,
throw that pass
if he
again.
low points that might have been a touchdown. So I see the vision, but just hit him too high. Now drive back to throw. He's running, pulled down, and at this point, Kansas State calls
They called
timeout.
timeout.
Well, that just gave
Okay.
him another shot at the end zone here. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, I do not agree with that call. And if you're Tennessee, I don't think that it's worth anything crazy here. You run this ball, you try and center this, and I think you just take your three.
Merklinger drops back to throw over the middle, swarmed, hit hard,
And we're
and
just going to take our
timeout
three.
to Tennessee. Yeah, with 3 seconds left, Kansas State comes out in field goal safe. So Tennessee will boot it through the uprights, and we will go into halftime with the Vols trailing by 4. DeJuan, were you able to get any comments from either coach on the sideline going into half?
Well, I just got done talking to the Tennessee coach, and he said that this second half it's got to be about keeping the offensive game, like keeping their composure on offense, and then the defense they just need to step up a little bit and get to the quarterback a little bit more and stop those wide open corner routes and stuff. And the Kansas State coach said that he said he's here and he's not playing around.
He's here. He's queer. He's coming for your children.
All right. DJ, you can
First
take
and
over
10.
for a few minutes.
Oh, Lewis is back in the game. Gets a handoff, gain of 2. So it appears the doctors took a look at halftime and they said he's good to go.
Tennessee's just really get that
Yeah.
round game going.
Well, they haven't so far. They forced it to 3rd and 6 now. Can Tennessee, well, can Kansas State force a 3 and out here? Dropping back to throw, looking. Everything is covered, but he's got some green. Can he make a man miss? He throws cross body, and it's not a good throw.
Yeah, you got to go for
Hurry up! Oh, I think that was
the running
an
back was like.
accident.
The running back and the tight end was butt booty naked open, and
Yeah.
now it's lagging. Okay. Well,
Well, through the lag
not
in
just
the
low quality.
4 frames per second, we will see the punt get lifted into the air, take a friendly Tennessee bounce. I don't know why the return man backed off of that. That's going to cost his team about 25 yards as he was at the 40. Punt's going to be down at the 15.
Last time these two teams played last season in Manhattan, Electrics won it on a pick 6, but we'll see.
Joe Jackson getting rather sticky, gets a gain of 8. His second carry of the game. Bring up 2nd and 2. Another inside zone. He's stuffed at the line.
Nowhere.
Going nowhere. Davin Hobbs, senior out of North Carolina, in on the stop. So on 3rd and 2, Tennessee's done a nice job thus far of getting pressure on the quarterback.
It's so laggy. Oh, my Lord.
I would love to know what's going on. I can kind of make out a couple players. Here we go. Johnson in slow motion. Steps. Curl. Oh, it
He
should have
caught
been
that?
intercepted.
Wow.
I don't know how.
I'm trying to understand
the
it.
DB
Did it
did
just...
not get a. How did the DB not get a hand on
It
that?
went right through his hands. Okay, blitz coming.
Pressure
Oh,
coming. Hit it hard as he throws. Like I said, Tennessee's the line has done a great job at pressuring Johnson.
hey,
They
I
just
recognize that name.
the DBs have just not been there for Tennessee. They lose their men way too often. Pause.
Oh, I'm back.
Joker came back to that. Okay. Back to the
Johnson.
sidelines I go.
Oh, that's an
Wide
open
open.
space.
Oh!
Oh, hit hard. 3rd and inches, right at the line. They're going to come out here and shotgun. You figured this would be more of a time for a power look, but they're going to try a shotgun look here. Johnson, pressure coming, the slant. That's Demps. He's got some space. Foot race pulled down on the other side of the 50 at the 37. Johnson dropping back, looking, gonna run with it. Johnson's got the 1st and more. He's got wide open spaces, tries to get out of bounds, and he is pulled out of bounds at the 14.
And if you're Tennessee, you're going to have, I mean, obviously you're going to have to hold them to 3 points, right? You cannot let them get a field goal or a touchdown.
Yeah. Johnson running again. At what point do they think about a QB spy?
I mean, it's tough because they user one of the
Defensive lineman.
they already user one of them, so that's essentially the spy. But look at that!
Oh, Ross, and Johnson. What do you got? Scrambling all the way back, throws it away.
And I think what McCard is going to have to start doing, if he gets him out of the pocket, he's going to have to click off and make the AI have to make that tackle.
The defensive
because
lineman. Yeah.
it's easy to make the jukes when it's a user v user, but it's not that easy when it's the AI.
I agree. Oh, he is.
Oh my God, he's lagging. He might get sacked here.
Slow. I mean, I see
me
Smith.
lagging.
He's
That was a
down.
touchdown, but I lagged. So
Yeah, Electric did lag there from the share screen. So that is, I mean, going for it's probably better here, honestly.
Tennessee finally gets a
like
gets a
there's your
sack.
stop.
They've gotten a lot of pressure, but they haven't been able to actually bring Johnson down in the backfield with the ball. They do it there. As this lag is getting
It's bad.
unbearable.
Good Lord.
I don't know what's the solution to that. Oh, my days.
I feel like he's in a position where he has to go for this.
You think he...
You're on the road.
I don't think so. I think you take your 3 here, make it a 7-point game. You trust the defense. They got you a 3 and out coming out of the locker room. I think you trust the defense here. But he's going to snap it. Johnson over the middle, red bar throw, and it's knocked away. And Tennessee gets the stop and has all the momentum as they start this drive at the 21. But there's one man to make that grab.
Yeah, if there's one guy. Oh my God, he might get down. Okay. I think it's even now. Both of them got a sack that they probably didn't necessarily might have deserved, but I think.
Well, it looks like the guard just ran into the tackle off the snap, and that's what caused that big hole to open up on the O-line. Lewis, that's a good move. Lewis, push forward, push it all around. Gets a gain of 13. So now 3rd and 7. That's a good run, though, to make this third manageable.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Tennessee, you just can't keep giving Kansas State opportunities on the offensive end. You get a stop, you got to take advantage of it.
Here comes McClinger. Empty set, 5 wide. McClinger dropping back, looking, pressure in his face. He's got the crosser,
Got it!
Matthews.
Damn,
First
more!
down and more. Hit again. Breaks a tackle down to the 39. And
I
that
can't
might take us to
confirm.
the end of the third quarter.
I
Or he
think
might get a
that will.
playoff.
I can't confirm, Hill State. You did have the last pick.
Are you kidding me?
W
Kidding is not
man.
my middle. Kidding is never my middle name.
Wow. Actually, you know what? That's okay. You know what? We'll just pick a different team. First down. For the Actually, that's not that bad of a pick when you think about it. But I wish I could talk about the football game, but I mean, I'm just looking at a freezing picture right now. I'm looking at Lewis actually big run first
It,
down.
the share screen cut off for me.
It did cut
Oh,
off for me as
okay.
well.
Do I
That
need to
was
share
me.
screen?
That was
I
me. That was
you
If
me.
you
will
can share screen
if you
and stream,
can.
then yeah.
If you
All
don't,
right, I'll do that.
just we'll if you don't if this does not work, we will go to, I guess, Simp to continue the game. And if you're in the YouTube and not in Simp, you're just not cool enough, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, there. Well, it's loading. There we go. Still a little pixels, but we got a first down on the Kansas State side. Lewis cuts back. Lewis, that's an impressive play to get a gain of 6 out of what looked like to be a loss.
Yeah, and the ability to get out of that, right? Like I mean, that was probably nowhere, and now it's second and short, and now you have opportunities.
McClinger dropping back. Vieira coming in hot. He misses the tackle, but his buddies will get him out of bounds. 2 yards shy of the marker. And he is reeling after that hit. They're going to come out in 5 wide. Oh, it's a QB blast. McClinger fighting for it.
Did
Does
he
he
get
get
it?
it?
No, he did it. We're going
No.
for it. No
Yes.
questions. There's
No
no point in even
questions
looking at the
asked. You
sideline.
cannot. You cannot. And I think I know the play that I would run. Me personally. But this is not it. But it might work out for him. Looking at the personnel on the line. Pressure
Oh, you
coming. Quick throw. He dropped it.
dropped it. I mean, you gotta go. To me, you gotta be in QB sneak and hope, right?
That was me. But even in that play, there was a wide. He was wide open. If he had just maybe changed that guy to an out route, he would have been wide open because that stop cost him, allowed the DB to get up and make the play. So if you're Kansas State, Ross, oh, he gets sacked that time. Jordan Ross finally home on the quarterback. Here comes Ross again. Johnson's got space, though. Going to take off. That is
Got
not
it.
a hold. I thought number 8 was going to get busted for a holding down the field. That's an egregious no call. Pressure, hit as he throws, and he hangs on somehow. That's going to keep the clock running. You know, at some point you just got to wonder with Kansas State hanging on to all these balls and Tennessee dropping lightly contested passes. I mean, I don't know what you can blame for that. Their
I
overall
mean, we talked about it. Mayhem has
Johnson,
talked about this. Oh
yeah,
my God, and that's to the ground.
the overall difference is in Tennessee's favor. So, I mean, I don't really know what you can blame for that. But 3rd and 10 here, Kansas State would be sitting pretty if they can pick this up.
And I think we would consider everyone even, right? Electric got a lag sack. McCard gave up the ball back. Now Electric got the ball back, and now Tennessee has an opportunity to get a good stop and get off the field.
I absolutely would not say this game has been even. Um, the
Well, I think
I
in the
mean,
terms of
Kansas.
unfortunate set of circumstances for things that,
Well,
I
Kansas
mean,
State hit a 50-yard bomb on a red bar, and Tennessee couldn't hang on to a fourth and inches catch that hit him in the hands. But 3rd and 10, Barnett back in the game, throwing over the picked off. Ty Allen jumps up
Wow!
and he picks it off. And perhaps that is why Blake Barnett has seen the sidelines for a lot of this year. And Tennessee,
oh, that was
with
Blake Barnett?
3:18, has the ball. Yeah, he brought Barnett in. Maybe some injury concerns.
Does he?
Yep, yep, yep.
Oh
No, no,
my!
too late.
Oh
No
my
Too
God!
way!
late.
He
Oh
picked
Oh my
my!
off!
gosh.
And he
Oh
held
my
on!
gosh. Oh
Opportunity! There's
my
no way,
gosh.
right? No way, right? No way,
Oh,
right? No way!
oh,
No
Yes!
way! No way! No way! Oh,
He's
okay.
starting at the 10. Oh my!
Oh,
oh.
have you
Con,
ever?
con, controllers going through the wall,
I
headset
think I heard a
smashed.
headset slam
I can
somewhere.
even hear it without him even on the mic. Oh man, that's heartbreak. Wow.
I
I don't even. I can't believe it. Wow.
there are a few plays in my broadcasting career here in HPL that have just genuinely left me speechless. And I've seen some pretty wild crap, for lack of a better word. That is one of the plays that has left me speechless. I mean, and he's sacked. You had
And it's just all unraveling.
me and Joker simultaneously saw that man streaking down the field wide open, and Merklinger waited to throw that one. And it's picked off, and now the
It's just
Tennessee, it's
unraveling, and now
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
oh,
intentional
It's I mean,
grounding.
third and
Okay,
27.
and third in California, and I mean that's just
I I don't even know what to say.
that's you gotta feel for Tennessee. Weren't they affected by the thing last year?
And he misses the throw now on 4th and 31. Ugh. The
And that
tip.
just
Are
really
you talking about
takes
the tip?
the tip. Wasn't
That
wasn't
was
Tennessee
against
affected by that?
McCard.
Or
Yes.
yeah. And now it's third in California. We're gonna hope
Throwing
and
into
we're gonna
double coverage,
pray,
and Thornton
and it's
picks it
picked
off.
off. And you
Thorne
could just
running it down to
hear
the 10 to
the
the.
desperation, or not the desperate, the excitement has just been sucked out of this. And we have our sideline
It's
member has had
made
enough.
Dewan so upset he's had enough.
He's had enough. It's not enough.
Jackson, oh, how does he
Superman,
not
he does a
fumble? He jumps
360.
up into the air and does a 360, and he does not fumble. That is a guaranteed fumble with every other running back in this game.
He put two hands on the ball.
That's just unfortunate.
That is terrible. I mean, this is just a bad string of luck for Tennessee.
That's just really unfortunate. And I would be upset. I mean, how can you be happy?
There's no way to be happy. Barnett. How is that not a fumble? He dove right into the linebacker.
It's just not happy.
I'm getting pissed off at this point. Because there's no way. That's just terrible. There's a few. I've never just genuinely gotten angry at something that did happen to me. I'm getting angry. Like, this is terrible. Barnett QB sneak down to the 1. I mean, how do you win if you're Tennessee in this situation? Kansas State will come out in field goal formation, and he'll miss the field goal. It's an 11-point game. There's still a sliver of hope if he can score on a one-play touchdown here, get it onside, and he's back in business. Unfortunately, he did lose the timeout. So McClinger going to drop back to throw. Hit
And
sacked
everything's just
sacked again.
unraveling.
And now Tennessee's got to call timeout. I don't know what happened to the offensive line in between now and when they were on their glorious drives in the first half, but that left side has been had their lunch money taken from them in the second half. And quick throw to Lewis, bouncing off a couple guys, pulled down to gain a 6. So 3rd and 11, they're going to run hurry up.
And that's just unfortunate, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't think you can describe that as any other
here we go
thing.
again.
Shot, and
And it's
that's,
picked off.
I mean, he had a little more room on the left side with Matthews. McIntosh trying to get sticky, pulled down by the offensive lineman. Donovan
I think
McIntosh makes the game sealing pick.
both of the Tennessee Kansas State games in back-to-back seasons have been games where they were really good and then things just kind of unraveled there for Tennessee. And if you're Kansas State, I mean, you're happy you won, but there's definitely a lot of things you got to clean up on both sides of the field.
Yeah, well, that'll end this game. Kansas State picks up the win. I mean, we can bring in Electric to talk about the win today. Got rather fortunate at times in this game to pull off this one on the road. Talk to me about I believe this clash with Oregon is up next week, so talk to me about that.
Yeah, man. I just want to say before I talk about Oregon, GG to McCart. I threw a pick that didn't think the linebacker would 360 jump up for, but hey, I do the same thing, so I'm not mad at it. Yeah, the stuff that I got to battle against for next week, I'm not worried about the picks that I thrown. Only thrown one out of this whole game. When I'm throwing the ball, I know what I'm doing. So, I mean, Oregon, right? He loves talking the most stuff, saying that he is the best user and he is a champion, right? But the one thing about champions is that, uh, in my book, they don't prove that they are actually champions until they beat every single user. So Mayhem has never beaten me, so can't wait to play that game.
Yeah, anybody else got anything for Electric? Nobody. All right,
I
well,
mean, that's just unfortunate, but we got things I'm trying to work on currently that
yeah. So we will let Electric go, and we will bring in McCard, who I'm sure is just feeling really peachy
Oh,
as
we're in a great
as of
mood.
this moment. This loss drops you to 2-2. Talk, vent, whatever you want to do about the way this game played you today, and I mean, I don't want to be the guy to bring it up, but 2-2, you are in danger of falling on that playoff bubble. So talk to me about the approach the rest of the season with so
Uh,
much of it still left to play.
I did the same thing last year. I started out like 1-2 and ended up going 9-3 and 7-1 SEC play. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Game decided who's going to win this game before the game even started. It feels like some of these plays. So pretty upset. Good job to Electric. Took advantage of the situations. Made the plays when counted. Just is what it is.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
I mean, did he move to 2-2? Is Tennessee? What's Tennessee's record?
Tennessee
I'm
is
2-2.
2-2.
I mean, I guess we're looking at a 9-3 best case scenario, right?
Nah,
Again, like last year.
best case
Or?
is 10-2, but we'll try to go 9-3 probably what that is. But 10-2 is best case. I feel like I can beat anybody in this league with this team. Just gotta get some breaks and gotta finish better in some shit. It just is what it is. But no, 10-2 is on the table. But 9-3, 10-2. Anything else is unacceptable.
Okay. Well, Lamar left, so that will do it for this episode of HPL Game of the Week. For Lamar, for Joker, I'm Hell State signing off from Neyland.